Okay, now we're on the final stretch of PLL, which are the G Perms. There's 4 of these, which is why they're the most common and kind of awkward. Although I've grown to like them. At first, they were terrible and really hard to learn. But now that I know a couple algorithms for the G Perms, they're kind of nice. The reason why you want to get good at G Perms is because they're really common up. So a G Perm is basically a combination of a corner permutation and an edge permutation in one. So let's just set one up. So here we have one of the many G Perms. Let's just see if I can set them all up. Is that all of them? So that one's there, that one's there, that one's there. Yeah, wow, I did it correct first go. That's a good start. So I did that in view. Even though it doesn't really matter. So there's 4 G-Perms. Now you're thinking, recognition for these, absolute nightmare. So I'm going to help. First, to be consistent in your recognition, just have all your G-Perms with the headlights on the left. So headlights on the left, 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 left. Okay, with that as our rule for G-Perms for now, you have to, it's just headlights in a single pair, but where this pair is tells you which G-Perm you have to do. Okay, so we'll start with this G-Perm. So you have headlights and then these 2 back here is your pair. Okay, so to do this one, you notice it's on the side, and that's how I recognize it, and then this tells me it's the one that starts like with pulling that pair towards myself. Okay, so if you do this, turn, so you knock out this two yellows with these 2 yellows, fill in the block, and then the rest just kind of, you can just see how it's building itself up at that point. So there's that one. Feel free to watch these in slow-mo to get a better understanding, because that's probably the best way of doing it. Okay, next one is headlights with the pair in these 2 back slots. So this one's very similar to an R-Perm, because if this orange was where this blue is, it would be an R-Perm, but it's a G-Perm because it's not. So this one, they're at the back, which tells me I have to do this wide move algorithm, or if you do U2, you can do a really fast version of this algorithm. But for now, we could stay with the wide move algorithms for now. So this one is, it's at the back and the headlights are on the left. So you do R2, wide turn, keep going. Just like that. I know if I try to say what moves I'm doing whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to mess it up, so. Here we go, here's another one. Headlights on the left, pair is right in front, so it's quite easy to recognise. So this one, I remember by having, you have to cut this pair up. So, cut with an R2, and then bring these down, and then rotate to insert this last pair. That's that one. And then finally, we have headlights and then the pair on the front side. And this one, because it's on the front, I have to split it up by using these, doing R, U, R prime. That's how I'm going to split it up. Okay. So, split, turn, double. I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, so over here then you push forward instead of backwards. Yeah. I'm not sure which one creates that actually. So that's the alg. And then so this one creates it. Basically the way to learn G-Perms is there's 4 and they're in pairs essentially. So one creates another and the other one will create vice versa. So for this one where there's a pair at the back, you do the wide cut forwards like this, and then insert the last pair, and then you do that. Oh, I just did the same thing. And if you do that one instead, you get the one on the side. So this the one that solves this case creates this back case. Okay. And now, because I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to briefly go over the fast versions of the algs. So, okay, let me just create one. Okay, this is my favorite G-Perm, where you have your headlights, but instead of having them on the left, well, this is relative to where the pair is, but if you have the headlights on the right and the pair is in front, you can do this R prime version, or R2 version, should we say. So headlights on the right with the pair in front. You can do a lefty one with it on the left and the pair in here as well. So headlights on the right and then pair in front. You do. It's very similar to an R Perms execution, but I kind of like the G Perm one. So R2, F2, R, U2, R, U2, and then kind of the second half of an R Perm. And you can do that really fast. So that's G Perms, all four of them.